Wow, world. So, I'm just gonna stay laying down right now because I feel extremely relaxed. I feel in a deep meditative state. My brain feels like on a whole nother level right now. This is my first time ever experimenting with the Wim Hof method. I just did 3 cycles after watching Lewis, I can't remember his last name because I'm just in such, oh my god, I'm just so in tune with my body right now that besides discussing how I feel and just my body and how my mind feels, I can't really focus on much else right now. But this is, as I was mentioning there, this is the first time I've ever experimented with the Wim Hof method. I used to be a swimmer and swimmer most of my life, and in high school I was on the swim team, so holding my breath and doing like kind of breathing exercises is stuff I've done in the past, but wow. Okay, so finally sitting up here right now. Let me adjust the camera here, but that was absolutely insane. I have to discuss this while I'm still kind of in this state here. Woo! Wow. Wow. I felt like I got high during that. Like 100%. So, as I was mentioning there, first time experimenting around with the Wim Hof method. And wow, I just feel in a complete other state right now. First cycle felt very odd. While I was holding my breath there, I have absolutely no idea how long I managed to hold my breath. I plan on doing these experiments for 30 days straight. I'm going to experiment around with the Wim Hof method for 30 days straight. I'm going to attempt to do these 5 times every single day, just kind of like how I did my stomach vacuum experiments. I did those over a whole year, but basically I just did them 5 times, about 2 to 3 sets every single day. So this was 3 cycles of the Wim Hof method, and right now in this video I kind of just want to discuss this cycle and how I feel, because this is going to be a whole video on its own, I think. So the first cycle there, the breathing really got me very in tune with my body. And after I blew out all my air, I could really feel my heart beating. And it just felt odd. I wanted to breathe in. I really wanted to breathe in, but I just kind of held off. I have absolutely no idea how long I held my breath for during these 3 cycles here, but I'm actually going to push this to the test, and I'm going to try to see if over these 30 days I'm going to be able to increase and extend the duration that I'm able to hold my breath. So tonight I'm actually going to go off to a Good Life and I'm going to test my body in the pool, because that way you guys can see 100% that there's no way I can be breathing. Right now I could have been pulling air in through my nose, even though 100% I'm telling you guys that I was not. And I want you guys to know and understand and see over this 30-day experiment if this is something that can really work. If this is something that you can do, and within 30 days that this is a possibility that you can increase the duration that you can hold your breath. But as I was mentioning there, let's get back to this. Like, I'm still in like a trance right now. Like, the whole world just feels out of tune for me. First cycle felt very odd. When I took in that breath after holding my breath, wow, I felt really, really good. Then I got right back into the second cycle, as you saw there, and wow, after I blew all my air out, when I was done that second cycle, I felt like I could hold my breath forever. Everything, like I felt high. This is hard to discuss because I don't want to sound crazy at the same time. So after I blew all the air out after I was done that second cycle there, I could feel like a tingling in my arms and in my fingers. It was like I had a body high going on. It was really trippy, and I had a really odd like sense of my head. Then when I felt like I needed to take a breath, I breathed in, took a nice big second deep breath in, and wow, like I had my eyes closed and I could see pulsating waves. It would go dark and light, dark and light, dark and light. And after about 5 to 10 of those, my ears started lightly ringing. And I was like, wow, this is insane. The tingling in my arms and my fingers completely stopped. and all I could concentrate on was my head, and I felt out of my body. I felt like I wasn't even part of my body anymore, because as I mentioned there, the tingling stopped, and all I could focus on was this pulsating waves of light and this ringing in my ears. So once I felt like I needed to do the breathing again, I went right into that third cycle, and I blew out all the air after that, and wow. Again, the tingling came right back into my arms and into my fingers, and the exact same thing. I just felt very in tune with my body. It was wild. This is insane. So I don't know if this is part of this hyperventilating that you're doing to yourself, but it's very spiritual. It's very meditative. It's very, very calming. I can see from his discussion there with that Lewis guy that this is something that athletes should be experimenting around with. I really think so. So after I took in that third breath, the pulsating waves of light were there again, but I didn't have as heavy of a ringing in my ears. So this is something that I'm really interested in experimenting with and seeing what's going to happen to me and my body. Is the ringing just an effect that, this is something new that I'm experimenting with and my body's not used to this? Is that going to go away? Is this pulsating waves of light going to stop? Because as I was mentioning there, that was a trip. That was like, wow. I've experimented with several different drugs in my past, and that's something I will discuss upon this YouTube channel, but that was a high, like complete high, and I had an out-of-body experience in my head and then a full body experience, and it's like I went back and forth between those. So this is a wild experiment. I can't wait to keep testing this on my body. As I mentioned there, I'm going to go to the pool tonight, and I'm going to do this experiment again for the 5th time. Today was the first time that I ever did this right now, and I have to go film a video downstairs right now, and then in about an hour I'm probably gonna do 3 more cycles again, and then tonight I'll do another 3 cycles while I'm in the pool, and I'm gonna see how long I can actually hold my breath. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you guys so much for supporting my journey as the Hungarian experiment. If you guys like this video, you want to see more of the Wim Hof experiments, or you guys want to see me experiment with something else, what are other human beings doing out there in the world that you want to see me test on my body? Let me know in the comment section below, and on your way down there, make sure you hit that like button. I am the Hungarian experiment.